Welcome to Negocios with Bisila BOKOKO, Business with Bisila BOKOKO. It doesn't matter if it's in English or Spanish. The thing here is that we are here with Dr. Oliver, and we're going to speak about cosmetics. And I'm super excited to get to know what is the new cutting edge technology in cosmetics. He's all about the new things. And I would like to welcome you to the show.
Thank you, Ms. BOKOKO. Thank you for having me.
Well, I would love to know when and why started your interest in skincare.
Okay, well, I started when I was a teenager. You know, at that time, one have breakouts and this and that. So my father is a doctor as well. So then I went to him and he told me, okay, apply this cream and it will go out in a few days. Well, it didn't. And then we went to someplace else and he referred me to a friend of his dermatologist, and we went to there and okay, use this other cream with this another concentration and that will be it. Well, it wasn't either. So then I went to a different dermatologist and then we try, okay, let's make some test. It's a bacterial. Oh, okay, let's treat it with antibiotics and it will be over in a week. Well, it wasn't, because acne is a combination of all things. Is the stress, is your own secretions, testosterone levels, excessive cream. That's one of the things that I noticed, that sometimes too much is not better. Okay, I tried every product at that time, medical and under the counter or over the counter medications, and it worked until a certain time. And then, well, as one tried to experiment, a teenager, given power to a teenager, and he's going to do more than it should be, right?
Yes.
And well, I have even chemical burns because I mix things and I try them and I keep doing more and more. And that woke up my interest in cosmetics and in formulations.
Wow. And what's your view about the cosmetic and all the skincare industry in the United States?
Well, it's been increasing, the sale of cosmetics online. This one of the things, online is increasing, but we cannot measure that exactly because we're at the end, we hope, of a pandemic. So we've been forced one way or another to buy more online. Yes, the statistics show that online sales have increased by 50% here in the US, the second one in China, and third in the European Union. But that doesn't really represent the real market, because when everything goes back to normal, we will see what really is the trend. Is it selling more? Yes, it's sure. And the male market is increasing compared to female. Well, it's always been very little market for male products, but now is diversifying in a ways that we haven't seen before in the last 10 years. And now we have more male product oriented that it's selling.
And let's talk now about the 21st century cosmetic ingredients and the myths that exist regarding natural ingredients versus artificial chemical components. What do you think?
Well, let's first define artificial and natural and misconceptions. Not because it's natural doesn't mean that it's good or bad, and not all artificial components are bad either. For example, when you cook a rice, that's one of the simplest example, rice, water, maybe oil, salt. Well, that's chemistry, because you're mixing natural ingredients and you are putting heat on them, and then you're making something new. So that's artificial, it's man-made. But there are also very strong chemical components like hydrochloric acid and pancreatic enzymes that we produce every day that are so strong that can melt flesh. And we do that every day. But that is chemical. But the question here is a chemical component made, or is it bad because it's man-made, or because we produce it naturally? Let's go for insulin. We produce insulin every day, and it's a natural component. We make it, is natural. But there's synthetic insulin that it's produced in a lab, but men don't produce it. The bacteria produces it. So is that natural? One way or another. I think that the word here is processed, as more processed or less processed products.
That's a very good point that you raise. Processed versus not so processed. Yeah. Well, from doctor to become an entrepreneur, I would like to know why the name of FERSKOV. Why did you name your company FERSKOV?
Well, the name FERSKOV started maybe 10 years ago or so. It was the base company, and then I started to making and creating these products under Extreme Naturals because I wanted to make it extreme natural. But at the end, after we have a meeting and we thought about what's the best way to sell it, it's better to have one name and one single brand and not 2 or 3 different labs working together. So we decided, okay, let's make just one single thing, and that name was the one, the lucky winner.
The lucky winner.
Yeah.
What is the main challenges that you have encountered becoming an entrepreneur?
An entrepreneur here in the US, in New York City, is the education of the customer. When people come to my medical office, they already know what they want to do or what they want to say, but one have to educate the public, starting with it's natural and it's not natural. It's good to use these products. It's fine. We're having chemicals every day. If you don't want to have any chemical, you will not eat anything at all.
Definitely.
Nothing. Everything is processed one way or another. So the education of the people of what you should and what you shouldn't do. And as a doctor, I have to just make emphasis again in what is good for the skin. We will do the same thing for the entire body. Basic steps: drinking a lot of water, sleeping properly, at least more than 7 hours. Okay, that varies for people to people because some people sleep longer and less, but at least 7 hours. Okay, having exercise. The exercise increases your body temperature, makes you sweat. And those sweat is very good for your skin because it's not only water, the other type of secretions, immunoglobulins and substances that are necessary for your skin. It elevates your body temperature. So it means when you're going to sleep, you will sleep faster and you sleep more. So that contributes as well to the other part of sleeping for the skin. And additionally, the exercise reduces stress. Stress is very important thing because it's aging. We're aging because we have too much stress in the city.
That's true. Well, I think that you explained here a little bit of the basics that we need for our facial hygiene and for our skincare. Do you continue to see clients and do you have patients?
Yes, I have very few patients at this time because I just focus on the production and creation. We want to make it very green. And when I mean green, it's not only using the most or the least processed products, we're also using less steps to reduce the carbon footprint. Let me give you an example. If one manufacturer product that it takes 11 steps to get from starting to a final product, we reduce the time by half, like 5 steps. Why? Well, we use basic science and physics. If you mix 2 ingredients and you put it overnight, then the next day you don't have to mix them because they're already hydrated, they're already mixed, the mixing is less. Some products have to be done in normal temperature. We use our local weather. Sometimes it's too hot here in New York and sometimes it's too cold. We use that element in our advantage to make the process, make the nature help. So it reduces the amount of hours of time that we have to invest in machinery in order to process our product. So now it's less to use, less electricity, more efficient, and less carbon emissions.
And just to wrap up, what makes your products different, special? And it's for both genders?
Yes, well, the unisex thing, it's not my thing. It's been for all time, forever since I know. But the creation of the product is I wanted to make it gender neutral for everyone because this is made for people. When I start my creations, I make this for humans. So it's tested in humans, not in animals. So this human-made thing, well, to start, we did it ethically. We just talked to the proper people and we just asked permission, mostly friends and close people to me, and we try this for all types of skin. And is very safe. That's one of my main concerns. Have a product that is safe, that anybody can use with little or no risk of allergic reactions. Although there's always going to be someone somewhere that will be allergic to something, and that's inevitable. It's biology.
That's biology, yes. Very good. And how we can find your products, or where?
Our products are available right now in Amazon only. And well, yes, only on Amazon for now. We have plans to also sell it at Walmart and in other local retails. But for now, it's just for now there.
Well, thank you so much, Dr. Oliver. I think that your commitment to skincare is really valuable. And the fact that you gave us a very good insight regarding what means to be natural versus artificial. And the truth is that sometimes we've been using these words in the wrong way. And I think now you make it so clear. So thank you so much for that too.
Oh, well, thank you. Anytime you want to. And one more thing, if I may, before we go.
Sure, we will love that.
It's the packing. You know, our packing is in a pump.
Yes.
And we made that also thinking in reducing carbon footprint. Have you noticed when you have this tub of a jar of cream, whatever, you use it and you have to have preservative. Preservatives all are artificial. That's my product have those components? Yes, we do have components because they're necessary to keep the integrity of the product. But we use a little less, kind of borderline. And why is that? Well, because when you have any other product that you have to put your finger on it, doesn't matter how clean you are or how disinfected, there is bacteria in your hands.
Of course.
There's everything. There's a completely flora and fauna growing in your skin, and you're putting it in the product. Then you apply it on your face. Then you apply another thing. And every day that passes, you're going to be creating more and more bacteria in the product.
Oh,
that's why the products need to have so strong antioxidants and preservative, because you're contaminating the product. The idea of a pump is using less preservative because you're never really going to touch the product. You just press and smear.
Apply.
That's it. One step.
Beautiful. Do you have any star product that we definitely should try right now?
Yes, we have the moisturizer with hyaluronic acid. That's the main ingredient that I love that ingredient, because in cosmetics, we use it as a dermal implant.
Yes.
And people use it also in intra-articular for the knee or for the elbow, because it's a natural element that we produce. And we like to use it everywhere. In medical cosmetic is the main filler because it doesn't give allergic reaction and it's natural matrix.
Okay, we will try.
Okay, I'm glad I can send you a sample if you want. Just give me the address.
Beautiful, beautiful. Because I think that it's great to have an opportunity also to take care of ourselves. And I didn't even think about it. That's how many times we use the creams with our fingers. And now I understand the point. So today for me definitely was very educational. So thank you, thank you, thank you. And I think for our audience, for sure, also it's been really valuable information what you share with us.
Thank you so much. If you have any other question, this is the time.
Well, we wish you just the best. And I think that it's great what you're doing and that you're becoming very sustainable with your products and also the ethics. That two words that you use, to be green and to be ethical, I think you said it all. So thank you.
Thank you so much, Bisila, for your time.
Thank you. Ciao, ciao.